And we are very excited to have a special guest panelist join us for the month of September on our parenting panel. Chantal Bisson is an advice columnist for Milk and Heels magazine and a regular contributor to the Huffington Post Canada, where she mainly talks about parenting and relationships. So I want to welcome you, Chantal. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us. I know you have a very busy schedule.
Well, thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
And we're going to get into it right now. We want to talk about how to get your child back on a school sleep schedule. Now, school starts for us today, and some kids, best plans over the weekend to get back into a schedule doesn't always happen. So if it's the first week of school, how do you handle it as a parent?
Well, it is challenging to get them back on a sleep schedule because the dog days in summer, right? And we usually end up having pretty good weather right before kids go back to school, and they are reluctant to go to bed. I found that it was always really helpful to do something that each one of our girls enjoyed prior to going to sleep. So if you've got a reader, it's good to snuggle into bed with them and start a new book, and every night you do a new chapter. And as the parent, you can determine when that reading time starts. So you can dial back the sleep time 5 or 10 minutes every evening until you get that child back on their school sleep schedule.
And how long do you think for most kids it takes to get into a regular routine? I'm finding sometimes it's almost a full month. I guess maybe we're just not doing it right, but is it odd? Do you feel like you're a failure as a parent if it takes a month to get them back where they need to be?
I think we do, because that's how we are as parents. We're harder on ourselves than we need to be. But I think that we also need to keep in mind that each child is different and their sleep needs are different. So judge that by your kid. If you've got a kid that only needs, a good 6 or 7 hours and is rested and ready to meet the day, then good. Allow that child to follow their own sleep patterns. And then if you have one that needs a little bit more rest, then help them to get the sleep that they require. So I think we can get hung up on having our kids be all the same or trying to get them to follow what we think is a healthy sleep schedule. But it doesn't hurt to really watch your child and see how they're coping with the amount of sleep that they're getting.
All right, thank you so much, Chantal. And just a reminder, you can follow Chantal on Twitter and Instagram at Chantal Bisson, or check out her website, chantalbisson.com. She'll be back with us next hour to discuss how to pack a healthy lunch for your child.